Hi, I'm Anthony from Learning to Play the Guitar. In this video I'm going to teach you about slash chords and how they're used in songs. Slash chords are chords where the bass note is different to the normal chord's root note. One of the most commonly played examples of a slash chord is D slash F sharp, or D with F sharp in the bass. This is basically a D major chord with an F sharp added in the bass. So there's two ways to do it. One is the thumb over the top method, a la Jimi Hendrix, but lots of other people do this as well. So we end up with F sharp and then the rest is D. There's that sound. You can also play this chord this way with the first fingernail taking over the F sharp bass note, and the triangle done this way with the other three fingers. Same result, just a different shape. For me personally, I prefer doing the thumb because I'm so used to doing that D triangle and the thumb jumping up and down. So this D F sharp chord is often used as a passing chord between the G major and the E minor chords. Songs that use this progression include All You Need Is Love by the Beatles, Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen, or famously covered by Jeff Buckley, Mr. President by Pink, Wonderwall by Oasis. Again, this has one of these little passing chords hiding in the middle of the song where it's like I say to you, that's hiding underneath those particular words there. So here is a demo where it's going to create that little passing progression from the G to the E minor with this D F sharp stuck in the middle of those two chords, just to giving us a nice stepping down bass line like that. So the next slash chord we're going to look at here is the G slash B chord, which is another very common chord played on the guitar. So there's a few ways of doing it. I'm just going to show you two simple ways today. So one is, say you normally have G, there's the whole chord here. Basically we're not going to worry about this bass note, so I can take my finger off just so you can see what's happening here. It's just 5 strings now. Subtle change, but again this will help connect between two other chords, which will be the C to the G slash B to the A minor. Often that's the case, so you've got a bass line walking down like that. So there's another way of playing this G slash B chord, which is quite technically G slash B, but it sounds very similar, where especially it makes it easy when we're changing from C to the A minor on either side of this chord, is where I'm just going to put my second finger here, as it sort of was as the bass note playing there on the second fret of the A string, first finger now down on the first fret here, just hanging on to C. So we've changed the chord slightly, and here's these 5 strings. So it sounds a little bit mushy sounding, but it sort of works in the context when you're going from C to the A minor. So the long, correct, convoluted name for this thing, which is basically a G chord with a B in the bass with a C and an E stuck in it, is G6 sus4 suspended fourth, which is the E, which is the C, and slash B in the bass. But it's just those two fingers there, and it works really well when you go from this shape to this shape to A minor, because your first finger just stays there. It makes life nice and simple having an anchor point. So this sort of progression is used in songs such as Redemption Song by Bob Marley, From St Kilda to King's Cross by Paul Kelly, Opportunity by Pete Murray, a couple of Aussie songs there. The Grand Optimist by City and Colour, he uses a capo, but that's very more or less what he's doing with his fingers. Landslide by Fleetwood Mac in the verses, that's a very famous tune using those particular chord shapes. So here's a little demo using this example with arpeggios.